Good morning. How are you? Happy Monday. Monday is the day. Put some little moisture on my mouth. Monday is the day that the moon governs, and the moon is currently in Virgo and has been for the last 2 days. We'll leave Virgo today, later on this evening. The moon has done a trine with Jupiter. It's done a trine with Pluto, and um, and we had a full moon in Virgo 2 months ago. So if you pay attention to the things that I talk about, you'll see that it's all cyclical. It's all a cycle. And we are always going to come back to the same place that we were a month ago. And so whatever you did a month ago at this time when the energy was in the moon in Virgo, that energy then has more power. It's the majesty of the universe to give us cycles and seasons and equinoxes and planets to understand is just, it's beyond genius, because genius is a human concept, but it is full of miracles and mysticism, and it's perfect. That's the thing about it. It's absolutely perfect. And if you follow it and if you align to it, you will begin to experience the perfection of it in your own life. And one of the things that people often say to me here is your consistency, the fact that you are here every day with consistency. And that is because the universe is fucking consistent. The universe shows up and it does what it does, when it does, and how it does, and you can rely upon it. And so because of the reliability of the universe, if you follow the cycles, you will always be right on time. You will always be aligned to your perfection. You will always be receiving what is yours to receive and giving what is yours to give. You will be in a natural experience of the life and death cycle. So you don't have to find yourself sick because you weren't doing such and such and such. If you're following the natural cycles and the love of the universe, that is the sun moving from one energy constellation to the next. That's what it's doing. It's moving from one energetic sphere to the next. And the sun in Christianity is Christ. And it says, so if you be like the sun by literally following the light and the dark, the light is the sun, the moon is the dark. If you follow these energies, they will align you into your divine perfection. So the moon today is the day that governs the moon. Monday and the moon are in one alliance. And so I don't even know that I think of Monday as Monday anymore. I think of it as the moon day, because that's the way to honor the planets. That's the way to honor the energies. And it's the way to take my energy away from the way the Western mind thinks of it, because the Western ways of being are obsolete. They are done. When Pluto comes into that 27th degree of Capricorn, we're already watching the disintegration of our system. Like this weekend, I was watching the movie about Wells Fargo on Netflix, and like what Wells Fargo did to steal millions of dollars from citizens, and then the pharmacists on Netflix, which is what the pharmaceutical industries have done to harm and kill thousands and thousands of people, right? So our system is done. It is collapsing because it's just run its course. It's just run its course. But guess what system isn't done? Nature, the cycle of life. Those systems have been continuing for billions of years, and they don't break down, they don't run out of energy, they don't run out of gas, they are always there. And so as we take our energy away from the old systems, which were externally focused, looking outside of yourself, giving your power to someone else, external authority. What did they say? Jesus, religion, all those things are external things, and they are dissolving, they are disintegrating. So where will you find your power now? inside of yourself. Inside of yourself, inside of your beautiful, beautiful self. And that's why I'm here doing this work consistently, because I know that we need to really be having conversations about the old collapsing, how we are participating in it in our own mindsets, right? Like, so the ways that I have seen that I participate in our culture is I might be worried about money or how to get money and what to do. And that's a very scarcity mindset. And that scarcity mindset begets more scarcity. So I have done the work to heal myself from the mind that believes in lack and fear and competition. Why? Because that is a Western way of thinking. That is a white male Western way of identifying with this external world, which then has you having to conquer, which is why these people have been stealing and lying and committing all these crimes, because they're trying to do what? Collect money. Why? Because they believe that money is God, but money is not God. I don't care how much money you have, the energy behind the money is what's really going on. So if you live in despair and desperation, you can't have enough money. You ain't gonna never have enough. You're gonna always find a reason that you need more, and because the energy behind it is what's really going on. And so as the moon is in Virgo, Virgo is the feminine. It is the feminine energy that brings things out of the invisible and into the seen. So Virgo governs the energy right at your lower intestines, where the food is like, this is nutritious and this is not. We can use this, we cannot use this. This is waste, this is good. That's what Virgo does, right? And so right after Virgo is Libra, where things come into, where the new season comes in, where things come above ground, where things come out of the invisible, where the seed begins to sprout out of the invisible, break through the soil, and come into manifestation into the light of the sun. So Virgo is saying you want to look at what you need to leave behind and look at what you're going to take with you. That it's as simple as that. And that is a power that is absolute to the feminine. Feminine energy has absolute power out of what stays inside or what is waste, right? Because nothing stays inside, but what is waste and what is nutritious. That is absolute feminine power. One of the ways that I like to look at it as a woman is I have full authority over what comes into my body, and I have full authority over what goes out of my body. As a man, you eat what you want to take in, and then you release what you don't. But it is your feminine energy within you that does that. It's the feminine energy that says, this is nutritious, this is good, this has value, this has none. That is feminine energy. And the reason I'm having these conversations about feminine energy is so we get out of this fucking idea that it has anything to do with gender, because it doesn't. It's so ridiculous that we're in these conversations about gender and gay, or this has nothing to do with any of that. It is not a sin to be gay. It is not a sin to have same-sex marriage. It is not immoral. It is what you desire. And if you want to have sex with the same sex, by all means, enjoy it and do it really well and have a good time. Call me and tell me about it afterwards. Anyway, I'm kidding. So, sort of, half kidding, not really. I mean, no, I'm joking. Anyway, so this Virgo energy is asking you to go inside and do the work to integrate, because the sun is in Scorpio, and the sun in Scorpio, we just had a full moon in Aries, and the sun in Scorpio is bringing our power to us, is bringing our power through what? Through desire. What is it? When you see something and you want it, you desire it, it brings up a feeling in your body. It goes, right? So if you're out and you're shopping and you like a pair of shoes, or you're shopping for a house and it connects to something inside of you. That is the internal, that is the feminine's creative power to generate desire. That is a feminine energy. It connects to something inside when you see something external. And so what you need to be more thoughtful of is, what is it that I'm feeling? What is it that I'm feeling? What energy am I feeling? Am I feeling joy? Am I feeling love? Am I feeling desperation? Am I feeling Am I feeling anxiety? Am I feeling possibilities? Am I feeling open-heartedness? Am I feeling, what are you feeling? Because whatever you're feeling, the energy of what you're feeling is where you're creating from. And that energy is going to continue to create more and more of itself. So if you are functioning from fucking desperation, go back to the drawing board and look at what's going on inside of you. Look at the scarcity, do your work to heal. Look at the trauma in your family. Look at the stories you're telling yourself. Look at where you're moving from so that you can shift that energy into joy, into love, into happiness, because then you want to point that in a direction and to magnetize it, and it becomes something that then will just materialize in your life so effortlessly and easily. You won't even have to really take action. But if it's from desperation and scarcity, you will continue to push it out, and you will have to strive and suffer in order to get back to where you want to be. So, the moon. The moon is the energy that governs our internal world. It is the feminine. It is the mother. Mother matter, right? So mother is an internal energy. Matter is an external thing. The mother and matter are the same thing. The same thing. Another way to play with this is Black Lives Matter. Black lives are the mother of creation. Yes, Black Lives Matter, because we are the first. We are the first formidable power of creation. Why? Because we align with the energy of the sun. And the sun is the creative, life-giving force of this dimension here. Come on now. Can I get an amen? No, a woman, I say. Oh my God, it's so important. It's so important that we get our mindsets right and understand how this stuff works so that we don't continue to be led by ignorance and by greed and by trauma and pain and generational hurts, because we're just going to continue to harm ourselves. So, Mercury is about to be in its final degree of retrograde tomorrow. Yay, we've really, really made it. And so this Mercury retrograde gave us the opportunity to unlatch, to unhook ourselves from our addiction to external power. And really that is this thing that where we're moved by everything externally. We want from out here, and nothing is wrong with that if it is in alignment with your purpose. If what you desire is in alignment with the purpose that your soul is here to fulfill. And everyone on the planet right now is here to fulfill some significant purpose. I don't care where you are or what you got going on. Why? Because of what's happening energetically as we move out of the age of Pisces and into the age of Aquarius. We all have a duty here. And the question is, what is your purpose? What are you up to? I know that my purpose personally is to build a reality where people are doing the work to look within themselves to see how they are creating their external reality. I am building a reality, a world where people are taking full responsibility for what's happening externally around them, because they know that they are creators, that they are aligned with the power of God within them, and that what they believe inside the moon, what is internal, becomes their external experience. That is what I am here to do. So everything in my life, every desire that I have is aligned with that purpose. Whatever dresses I'm wearing, whatever clothes I'm buying, whatever food I'm eating, all for the same purpose, to fuel the mission of my soul. What the fuck is your purpose? What is it? Are you here to make another company millions of dollars? Or, are you here to, what are you up to? What are you doing? Get clear about who you are and what you're doing so that you are aligned. So with that, the moon today in Virgo, and a trine with Pluto, really integrating these last couple of months. It's like looking around in your environment and seeing what else needs to be cleaned out, because we're in the Scorpio energy. So what is blocking your power? What is blocking your desire? I'm going to be doing a new moon meditation on Wednesday evening at 6 o'clock. It's in my link tree here, and you're all welcome to come. We're going to be creating a new energy because whenever there's a new moon, every year we have one new moon in Scorpio every year. And wherever there's a new moon, you want to do the rituals and the work to plant the seeds so that when that Scorpio full moon comes in, you have a new harvest of something that is in alignment with what it is that is in alignment with your purpose. So if you want to go register for the planting moon meditation that happens on Wednesday at 6 p.m., you can do that. If you want to be able to record it and have all of that, you can register, and it's $30. It's recorded, and you will have it to listen to over and over and over again. If you don't want to have the recording or the rituals, you can just do a donation, and I'll send you the link. But it's a different, like, you won't get all of the things, which is fine, whatever, right? But you can send me a donation. I'll send you the link to it, and then also new and full moon readings. You can register for those so that you can know how to work with this energy in your chart. And if you do a reading, I will give you the rituals and things to do so that you can help yourself really harness this energy. And the reason we want to harness this energy now is because we are in a new cycle that started when Mars was in Aries about 8 or 9 months ago, and now we just had a full moon in Aries, so that new cycle is now in full engine go, right? So we really are in this new energy, and we want to do the work to align ourselves. All right, y'all, peace and blessings. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.